Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 24 Creator Team with Brabham Racing. I'm for round 6 of our second season. No, round 7. We are heading to Imola for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. So we finished last week with an incredible result. We had a pretty strong result last night as well, picking up yet more points, and it's taken the pressure off immensely. We're up to 17 points now. So that's good because I think we're about to start hitting a window where our pace starts to drop back again. We are currently running new engines, and a lot of the grid are still running some of the older engines where they're a little bit less powerful. We're also getting into the point of the season where teams start to drop more upgrades on their cars. We do have a rear wing that we've just put into production. We won't have it for tonight, but we will have it for the next Grand Prix, which is Monaco. That's tomorrow night's race. I do think we are, like I say, about to start hitting a drop in overall pace, and it might start here tonight. This is quite a tricky circuit. If you don't have high downforce levels. And as you can see, is on paper really bad still. I mean, tyre wear is still pretty strong, middle of the pack, but everything else is pretty terrible. Our drivers have got some form going at the moment. As you can see, the stat numbers have improved. That's going to help us outperform the car, or at least get the absolute maximum out of the car, and maybe even outperform some of our rivals who have a better car but a worse driver pairing. But I'm not expecting us to be challenging for points tonight. I think we'll be upper half of the back 11. So I think we'll be somewhere around about 12th, 13th, 14th, I think. I don't think we'll be able to challenge for points unless, there's a couple of retirements, which is possible. Or if there's some faults, again, that's entirely possible. Some cars are still running older parts. So tempering my expectations a little for tonight. But we'll see how we do. Everything is kind of prepped and ready to go. So let's set some targets. We're going to go 18th with both, because I think at the very least we should be able to hit 18th with both of our cars.
Welcome along to Italy, and welcome along to Imola. After returning to the Formula One calendar in 2020, Imola is now home to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. This historic track's original outline might remain, but updates to the circuit ensure that racing here feels just as exciting in modern times. Lando Norris delivered for his team in the last race, and will head into this weekend with plenty of confidence. Can the Brit bring it home in this round too? Let's get on with the weekend.
How you doing, Wally? How you doing, Dino? Good to see you guys. Right, we have a wet Friday. I'm going to throw our rookies in the car. Let's go with Christian. And let's go with Jack. Let's get the pair of these in. We want to overfuel the car. It's normally 20 laps, so we're going to go for about 35 laps, because we don't need to run as long with the rookies to get them up to 100%. And if we do get the car at 100% first go, we'll just leave them out. Let's see, what do I want to do with the setup? Can never really remember what I'm supposed to be doing on this one. I think maybe we're looking something like that. We need to swap out the engine. Change the gearbox. And to hedge my bets, I'll go with something a little bit different on this one. We'll go with a 12.5. We'll go with a 3.7. We'll drop that one down a bit. We'll push that up a bit. Again, we'll swap out our engine, etc. State of these gearboxes. Ugh. Still really annoyed about that from last night, wiping out damn near two brand new gearboxes.
That's great. Radio check. Copy, loud and clear. Radio check. Copy, radio check. Yep, radio's loud and clear.
There we go. While Christian Mansell is back in high development rate, because I don't know if that's temporary or if it's a permanent improvement, because we recently invested in him. I want to extract the most possible gains out of that if we can. Thank you for your contribution, Farah. Your sacrifice is appreciated. So a new tutorial went live today, popped out the reworked Lotus design,
You okay?
where, oh great, we've got a crash for Christian. What's he done? Have a look.
There's been a crash.
Front wing is ruined. I don't have a spare front wing. I don't know whose fault that was. Was that my fault for trying to go around the outside? Was that Alonso's fault for turning in on me? Drifting out into me. Can't really tell from that angle. It's ruined the gearbox as well. Look, it's down to 11%. Oh my god. Well, at least the rookies are running old parts, but the front wing is not great. I do have spares. I remember we made a couple of spares. It was Alonso's fault. So that'll be a 3-place grip penalty. I did wonder.
And how was the grip and balance?
Look at the difference in driver feedback rate.
Yeah,
Mansell's only at 2 of 5. Who's just given us full feedback already? It's only 57. That's all right. Well, I still get a little bit from premium, apparently. Oh yeah, we are way off on this one, aren't we? All right, let's throw that to a 1.9. Let's push that up to a 3.5. Let's bring that down. And the front wing needs to change. Try that.
And tires are a bit on the cool side, so just watch out.
What's the point? Did that damage my tyres as well? Yes, it did. Look at the state of the tyres as well. Yeesh. Well, we're sending Jack out again, having made changes to the car before Christian's even given us his feedback. That was ridiculously quick feedback from Jack there.
And car balance feedback when capacity.
And the setup's bad. How bad is it? Pretty bad.
Understood, mate. Understood.
Pretty bad. So yeah, as I was saying before, Christian crashed, or before Alonso crashed into Christian. New tutorial went live today for the Lotus. It's a more advanced version of the one that we built together on the live stream. I spent time putting a lot more detail into it, completely reworking the letters. So instead of just using the stock letters, I actually built every letter from scratch. Just to give it a little bit more flair. I made a little bit of a tweak to the CABC in the middle as well. Anyway, if you're not planning on doing a Lotus tutorial, at some point, if you are planning on making your own custom liveries or custom logos, I do highly recommend that you check out at least one of the logo videos, just so you can see what is possible with the logo tool. Give you an idea of how you can tweak your designs. Somebody posted in the subreddit a couple of days ago saying that the Honda logo is impossible to make, and my response was, if I can, and I posted a picture of my Ford logo, I said, if I can make this, Honda is possible.
There's a yellow flag now.
Everything okay on the car?
All right, we've got an improvement for Jack, up to 90%. That's pretty good.
Yeah, copy.
So just need to change that, and I'm going to go with a 4.6. And I think that could be it. We'll try that. Oh crap, I didn't send Christian back out.
And how is the track?
Looks like it's going to be just below 1 mil for the rest of the session. A few coming out on the softs. It's close enough to the wets that we can stay on the inters. In fact, you could argue it's now better suited for inters. 0.85.
checkered flag.
Nearly got 3 complete runs out of Jack there. That's phenomenal. Right. Oh no. There go my spares. I forgot about that. How you doing, Tony? It's not close, is it? Right, that needs to go up a bit. That needs to come down. Let's give that a go. Moving over to George. Oh, it's close. Very close.
That's green.
You're
now.
annoyed.
Green now.
I even screwed out at certain points. 3 races in a row. Oof. Yeah, that's never nice. Especially when points are so hard to come by. I feel you on that one. I felt frustration at times when points were just snatched away from me a couple of times last season. Been a bit of a different story so far early in the season, but I do think things will change as the year progresses. And we focus very heavily on prepping for next season.
Understood. Focus on your tires for the moment. Understood.
I'll get a brand new gearbox,
Good.
rear wing, chassis and suspension.
Okay, gotcha.
You saw what I went through last night. So again, I feel you on that one.
Understood.
We put brand new gearboxes in Miami last night, and both of them are already rubbish. They're already both below 40% after 1 round.
We expect rain. Yeah, Roger.
Just a little bit of rain, not worth changing tyres. Or at least assuming that our weather centre isn't lying to us. It is in really bad shape at the moment, our weather centre. It's 36% accuracy on the forecast. So, yeah, we can't really rely on it
Raining, just watch
at this
out.
point.
Okay. Is it improving at all? It looks like to us it's not raining.
That was it. That was all of the rain. Wow, that was easy.
Okay,
We have the crash. Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki doing
let's
Yuki
follow
things.
the action now at turn 7.
Going off at Tosa.
Oh, that's where they hit the wall. Not at all what they would have wanted in practice.
Clumsy.
Okay,
95%, that's pretty good.
that's fine.
Let's call him in, see if we can find that last little bit of performance.
Okay.
We got it perfectly set up now for George.
Yeah, understood, noted.
Yeah, ironically, Anthony, it's probably the fact that it is Verstappen is what's giving you that potential. How's he doing in comparison to your teammate? Is it Maloney that you've got as his teammate? How is Max doing versus Maloney? Because he should be crushing him.
Watch out, white line, pit limiter. On max, engine off.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, it is, by the sound of it, Verstappen who's giving you that potential to be fighting for the points. All right, we are close. We are very close. Let's take that down a little bit more. We'll stick with the mediums. We'll drop the fuel down to about 25 laps. Did Max win the world title last year? Do you have a number 1 on your car? Yeah, if Max has got number 33, then someone else won the World Championship previous season. So if not Max, who was it? Was it Leclerc?
Feedback on car balance, capacity.
Just out a little bit too much, or not quite enough. We'll have a look when we get back to the garage. In terms of where the car number is, it'll be on the nose, which you might not be able to see depending on the colour. It'll also be there on the side pod, just above the rear wheel. Like that. There you see just next to the aerial on the front. And just there on the exhaust cover. So Max did win the title. Cool. It makes it even more baffling that he didn't get a contract from one of the top teams. Maybe his wages were just too much.
That's chicken flag.
All right. We'll go an extra 2 clicks. And we want to run the entire session here on the hard tyres. Will the gearbox make it? Yes, it should. But just to be on the safe side,
that should be the green light.
final practice. George is set. Just got to get Ricardo up. It's going to be a dry race. A little bit cooler than it is right now, so tyres will hopefully last a little bit longer. And with our drivers' smoothness ratings being better than last season, and with our cars' tyre preservation being much better than last season, we can hopefully do a pretty good job. Might even be able to pull off a one-stop. Gasly's fault escalates, which means that'll be a change of parts, I would imagine.
Oh dear, that's not what they...
Crofty, no help whatsoever. Nothing new there. ERS. So yeah, we may well see a change of ERS unit for Gasly at the end of this session. Our new one going in the car. For qualifying. Just a touch of track water level at the moment. Look, 0.01 millimeters on the track. And there we go, 100% for Ricardo, so we can let them both run. Drogovic just crashed his Alpine, might save you for the targets.
Yellow flag here.
We relied very heavily on that with Sargent at times last season, waiting for other guys to crash just to be able to guarantee, you know, like 20th or 21st. Oh, god damn it. That's a broken rear wing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a spare rear wing.
Here we've got the Aston Martin.
I was about to say, is that Alonso again? But it's not. It's Van Dorn.
That's obviously far from intentional, but there was contact. Who was at fault? Well, there'll definitely be fingers being pointed.
And I don't know if we chopped across him there or if he was just sticking his nose in where he shouldn't. Again, from that particular angle, hard to see. An overhead would have been clearer. What's he got? Rear wing damage. At least he hasn't damaged the suspension or the chassis, because we can't replace those. We've already used our spares again. Do we get a penalty? No penalties given. Racing incident, apparently. But that car has been through the wars this weekend. Replacement chassis, suspension, front wing now, and now rear wing needs to be replaced. George is done. Not too far away with Ricardo. have a spare rear wing? Yes, I do. Just. Alright, practice is done and dusted. Time for us to see how well we can do in qualifying.
There's tension in the air today, so it must be time for qualifying.
The session will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3. With the slowest 5 drivers eliminated from each period, their best times will determine the grid for the upcoming race.
Aston Martin's driver there, of course. How do you think they'll do today, Karun?
The main thing on my mind was their speed in practice. They just weren't that fast. But was that down to the driver, the car, the team experimenting? We don't know, and we'll just have to see how they fare in qualifying.
What does today have in store? Only time will tell.
Alright, putting a better engine in. And moving on to a new gearbox. And same over here, moving on to a better engine. And yeah, we'll run that gearbox. Okay, send them out.
That's great.
Again, that track water level showing as 0.01. Quite sure why. You're doing Imola as well. What's your race weather like?
Just get some brake temp here.
Yeah, I copy.
Oh yeah, wet quali as well. Yeah, we just had rain on the Friday, been dry Saturday and Sunday.
It's clear, it's clear. And you go push, you go push. Clear ahead.
Right, hopefully we can get
Let's go.
into turn 1 without running into Verstappen.
Oh my word.
Not quite. A little bit of traffic for Ricciardo. Seems to have cleared the Aston already. George just fractionally down on Ricciardo. Slightly quicker in the middle. George fractionally ahead. He's fractionally, I think. Really close. 24.939. Slower than Bottas by 0.4. That's not so good. 24.8. So George goes quicker by 1/10. Ooh, Norris has crashed. That'll do you a favour because he'll be in front of you. Or he should be in front of you. But not great pace in that first stint, unless the Sauber has suddenly found a lot of pace. Let's get out and do another quick lap while we still got really high confidence. Put a little bit of clean air between the drivers so they don't trip over each other.
Keep working your rear tires. Yep, understood. Okay, gap rate is good. And you go push.
Right, clear track ahead for Ricciardo. We'll beat that Mercedes of Porsche
so be
out.
Traffic.
Might be a bit trickier for George though. He might be going, oh my word, into turn one again. Okay, not too bad. Let's watch Ricciardo this time. That puts Ricciardo up into 8th place.
Currently P8.
Around about a 10.5. Let's see what George can do.
Understood.
He finds about 2.5 tenths.
Currently P7.
He's up to 7th.
Let's
All
press
right.
in button.
That's about as good as we're going to get, I think, in this first session. Will it be enough to get both cars through?
That's not looking good for Charles Leclerc.
Oh,
Let's
Ferrari.
take a closer look. Here we are down at turn 7.
Did he hit Hamilton?
With not much room to move.
He did!
And the
Oh,
impact on the
disaster
car
for Ferrari.
is quite clear.
Leclerc is going to be out, I think. Oh, no, he's still going with damage. Hamilton is still going on his outlap, apparently. But his tyres are ruined. Be better for him to just abort the lap. Leclerc has aborted his lap. He's heading to the pits. And he's got a 3-place grid penalty as well. So I'm curious as to what kind of time Hamilton's going to set here on very worn tyres. We'll ride the ham cam. What other damage does he have, though? He must have some other damage. Oh man, he's 3 seconds slower than Alonso. Alright, so let's take a look at that car. Oh, look at his gearbox. 8%. It took a whack. Engine's not great. Yeah, Hamilton has obviously got some kind of suspension damage, I would imagine. Probably chassis damage as well from that collision. To be that far off the pace. A worn out gearbox certainly won't help him much either. We've got a yellow flag. Fittipaldi just running a little wide.
Just a bit too wide at that point. That
Yeah,
won't do the
that's
floor of
cost
the
him.
car any good at all.
That's cost him a good couple of tenths set. Alright, Charles is out on a flying lap. He's only just through. Ricciardo's been bumped. Damn it. Now Leclerc gets bumped. Hamilton's still out. So both Ferraris out in Q1. What a disaster for Maranello in what is technically one of their home races. All right. Go with the scrubs. We're not going to be quick until the end of the session when we put on brand news. So we'll just see what we can do.
Okay, press in button, then we'll box now.
Stay on the same tyres. Go straight back out again.
Currently P12.
And now we'll put on the new tyres. Problem
Now
for
we
Stroll
should
at
be able to
6.
take a look here. Now this is turn 6.
Oh yeah, into the gravel.
No, that's not quite what they would
That's
have
a real
wanted.
momentum killer.
Perhaps a little lapse in concentration, maybe.
So our best lap is a 1:13.3. It's not good enough by a long way. How far off from pole? From 10th are we though? Can we get on terms with Lawson? Assuming nobody else does. About 3/10 away. I think we should be able to find 3/10 on these brand new tyres. Track's gripped up a bit more. Just avoid losing a bit of time there into the opening chicane. Down into Aqua Minerale. And now to close out the lap, have we done enough? Have we improved at all? Lawson's improved. We find a 10.5. So
Here, P13.
P13 is the best we can do. Can we hold on to P13? Yes, we can. So 13th and 18th, barring penalties. Let's have a look. There's a couple cars with penalties. Alonso and Leclerc. Alonso will drop 3 places. So Ricciardo's going to move up 2 places here. Ricciardo's going to start in P16. That's not too bad, but he will have both Ferraris and Alonso and Verstappen right behind him. Pressure's on. Ocon takes pole position from the 2 McLarens of Norris, then Piastri. Giovinazzi in 4th. Then it's Perez in 5th. He's having a good time at Haas. Then Sainz and Porsche, the 2 Mercedes, lining up at 6th and 7th. Stroll is 8th, Hulkenberg 9th, and Lawson does round out the top 10.
Not long until we get going here in Italy, with 63 laps of hard-fought motor racing.
Imola can really reward consistency, as Nigel Mansell showed here in 1992 when he became the first driver to ever win the opening 5 Grand Prix of a season.
This is an old-school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here though, and it follows the long straight right before Tamburello and should see plenty of action. Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
All right, so do I want to try the 1-stop, or should I stick to my guns and 2-stop it? I think I'll probably end up doing. Let's have a look. Oh, the 1-stop is quicker. What about if we went a bit more aggressive in the opening stints? See, this is slower, but this will give us a better chance of sticking with the front runners, so may actually end up being faster. We can stay with them. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Could go with something like that. In which case, go with that, I think. All right, we are ready. Let's send them to the grid for the start of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Sauber's driver, focused on the race ahead.
Fighting their way out from P21 is not going to be easy at all, and possibly too much to ask from this car.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. This is it, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Bit of a sluggish drive off the line there for Ricciardo. Alonso getting a slightly better reaction, quicker launch, but we have stayed ahead of him. George fights his way past Gasly. He's up into 12th.
So we charge the pack.
Yep, understood.
Now we're going to ease down a touch.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
So we see Ricciardo battling away with Van Dorn there. That's the soft tyre difference.
Doing a good job. So P15. DRS enabled. We're currently P12. Bottas ahead. Bottas 0.5 ahead. Tsunoda behind.
So far so good. Let's check in with George, keeping an eye on the gap in front of him. A little high. Let's apply the battery now. Do the same for Ricciardo.
Mode push.
Copy.
We're going to push till we've got about 1 kilo of fuel gone, and then we'll ease the engine temps down again. What were your targets, Anthony, for 17th and 20th? Was it 18th with both? Again, we're not going to overcome the slipstream there.
1.1.
Have to do safety, Clark.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
We got past Gasly as well. I missed that.
Need some recharge.
Oh, 18th and 20th. Okay. Shame you got them the wrong way round.
Mode push.
See if we can make a move on Hulkenberg. At the very least, we'll have the DRS because Nico dropped out.
Yeah, copy.
Should have a good run on Sonoda with Ricardo as well.
We will totally catch them up, okay?
That's one. Sonoda did get the DRS. Alright, we'll wait another lap. Let's see if we can get back into Valtteri's slipstream.
Okay, charge on, charge on. Okay, mode push.
See if I can muscle my way past at least one of them here. Not quite.
Charge on.
Might follow Valtteri through here on Lawson though. And we do. Good stuff.
Your driving is perfect.
You're in P10.
Got Bottas ahead. Charge on, charge on.
Everything is available if needed.
Mode push.
Now we're going to see if we can get a run on Valtteri. At the very least, again, we'll have the DRS. And we've got both. We've got past and we should get the DRS as well.
Okay, good job.
There we go. That sets us up very nicely to try and get onto Porsche.
1.2
We're boxed in at the moment.
DRS. Charge on.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're currently P13.
We do complete the move on Hulkenberg. So 13th place for Ricardo. Ferrari's still languishing near the back. Hamilton's 19th, Leclerc 17th. But we saw how quickly they got going once they were into free air last night in Miami. So again, we've got the risk of them punching through and causing us problems later in the race. Did we get the DRS? Yes, we did, just.
We'd like to have some Lyco.
We are struggling to hang on to the back of Porsche at the moment. Valtteri's closed back up. Porsche and Sainz are squabbling.
Management is good.
That will hopefully help us. Take a look at tyres. So the medium's pushing pretty hard. It doesn't look like anyone's going for a one-stop here. Even the hards are pushing pretty tough as well. So 2 stops all round, it would appear.
Are we happy with pace and tire management?
Okay, gotcha. Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Patience,
No
Daniel.
worry, that's fine.
We'll get him.
Understood.
Lawson's picked up a fault.
Okay, we're still
See,
okay.
do we find out what it is?
Well, yeah, right.
No, we don't. We'll have to wait a lap.
Yep. Yeah, understood.
George has slipped down a couple of places.
Line with you right now.
We missed that. Let's see what happened. Yeah, just had the inside line going up to Tosa.
How's your tire holding up?
Doing good.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Yeah.
Alright, so what is that issue
Yep, understood.
for Lawson? ERS. Pace is starting to push a little bit in front of us. Tsunoda's making a break. Use a little bit more battery in a moment.
Back on tire one capacity, please.
Okay, tires are still okay.
Mode push.
There we go, straight past Valtteri.
Understood.
Trying to get past Lawson, who I think is getting a distant slipstream from Valtteri in front.
We are P10.
But we've got him up the inside.
Ahead of you.
And that should be us through. There we go.
Keep doing what you're doing. Bottas ahead. Lap 1.4. You can use overtake.
Charge on, charge on.
Hockenberg follows through on Lawson as well. Lawson trying to fight him off. Has to yield. Yeah, Monaco's next. He only got 4 days as well.
To recharge the pack.
So we just need to go charge on.
Yeah.
All right, Valtteri gets through and he gets the DRS on us, which is not good.
Keep digging.
It's a long race, so keep focus. Gasly behind you.
The gap between Tsunoda and Bottas has exploded up to 4.5 seconds. And I think it'll be difficult for us to get back into that.
Mode push.
Coming.
Valtteri's dropping us as well.
Understood.
Gasly's gone in front of Ricardo because I was not paying attention.
I don't think we can do much more.
Stay coming. Need some recharge.
Okay, understood.
Okay,
And still our tyres
charge on.
are about the same wear rate as a lot of the cars around us, which shows how hard those mediums are being pushed.
Let's just get into a rhythm. Let's keep going.
I want to have a look at what would happen if I went a bit more aggressive on these tyres for the rest of the stint. Only dropping a second, but we'll get an undercut. And that might be worth doing. I think I'll leave George on his strategy. Let's go more aggressive with Ricardo.
Mode push, mode push.
Coming. Understood. Okay. Okay, understood.
To charge on.
Yeah. Understood.
Ricardo gets a good defence in that. Pace has just upped quite dramatically for the cars around us. We haven't really changed our pace that much, and we've just lost a whole load of time. I'm going to let Ricardo get in front of George. Hopefully that will up our pace in front a little bit, and will give me a chance to try and get some battery back into George.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Yeah, copy, all good. Yeah, copy.
So Leclerc is starting to move his way through the field up to 15th now. Hamilton's still struggling, down in 20th place. Lost a position since we last looked at that.
Mode push.
Copy.
charge on, charge on.
And yeah, Leclerc is definitely starting to come alive. Ricciardo is closing back in on Gasly, Bottas and Hulkenberg though. And there goes Leclerc.
Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Managed to shut him down, but only just.
And let's go charge on, please.
Copy.
How's the tire?
Start this one now.
Overtake.
Okay. Understood.
One of my tyres at 47%. We'll go another lap.
Box, box.
Box confirmed.
We are fighting hard with Leclerc here.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Two races in a row we've been duking it out with the Ferraris in the opening stints. I think George's tyres are
Okay, charge on.
Yeah, Roger.
definitely better now than Ricciardo's. Even with Ricciardo pushing at full pace, George seems to be a little bit quicker.
Let's recharge a bit.
Copy.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Okay.
Now we have a yellow flag. Is this a safety car or a VSC? Tsunoda has crashed. Is it here at Tosa?
Copy.
He has.
That's a crash.
No VSC though. Does that mean he's still going?
Yeah.
VSC now would be perfect. No, Tsunoda is still going.
Charge off.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, and Leclerc gets a dive bomb.
Daniel pit lane.
Just do the best you can. think? Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Oh yeah, Leclerc's tyres in much better shape. He might be going for a one stop. It'll all depend on what tyres he puts on next. It's a decent stop, 2.49. Nothing earth-shatteringly quick. Probably not quick enough, but solid. And Hamilton's suddenly come alive as well. He is now in 14th place.
Let's use that K1.
Copy.
And Leclerc's going for it. Open up a 2-second gap. And I don't think I can keep up with him. Ferrari's been playing possum.
Sooner that behind you.
Just a little more management, please.
Let's change George's strategy as well.
Box now, box now.
Save him getting overtaken.
Box.
New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc, 116.3. Yeah. Much quicker. Much quicker. Again, it's decent, it's solid, not quick enough, I don't think. Only Sonoda has stopped, and that's because he crashed, apart from us. There is Ricciardo.
.3, gap behind 1.4.
We're going to let our drivers duke it out.
We need to
See if they can leapfrog each other.
Alright, copy that.
Charge on.
Copy.
We don't need to take any risk.
Yeah, copy.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
Keep your head down. You can be aggressive with overtake usage.
Okay, understood.
God, we're a minute behind the race leaders already.
So we charge the pack.
Understood.
Although, a good chunk of that is down to the pit stop. Alright, increased confidence for Ricciardo. George is back at starting level. His tyres will get up to temperature this lap because he's in the dirty air now. Well, they should do. And let's see how quickly we can hunt down Fittipaldi. So this is where I'm going to try and be a little bit clever, a little bit tactical with the battery deployment.
We're happy with tires.
Just use it to get the overtakes done quickly and efficiently on the start-finish straight, and then straight back into top-up again. Minimises the chance of them fighting each other throughout the rest of the lap.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay.
And facilitates nice gains in confidence against minimal losses. And there we go, Fittipaldi's now just 2 seconds ahead of us.
Gap ahead at 2.2.
This is us making sure our drivers work together,
Gap 0.5.
keep their pace high. We did 118s on that last lap, so we are 1.5 seconds quicker than some of the cars that we're fighting against. A little bit slower than others, a little bit less of an advantage over some, like Leclerc, like Hamilton. A little bit more over drivers like Verstappen and Zhou. Fittipaldi, we took 2 seconds out of on that lap. Lawson is in.
Overtake is available.
And we should jump Lawson here. He's going on to a set of softs, so he's going to be quite quick. There goes Fittipaldi. There goes Ricciardo, and there goes George.
Need some recharge.
And I think that counted as an overtake on him, because both of our drivers are in peak confidence now.
Use overtake.
Let's just put our head down.
And I want to jump both cars past Fittipaldi here. Ricciardo goes through. And through goes George.
Charge on.
We'll keep pushing the tyres a little bit.
Good job. Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo.
Fault develops for Sainz.
No hydraulics, I think.
Being shadowed by Porsche. And I've done what I needed to, which was to drop away from Fittipaldi, or Fittipaldi to drop away from us. Lawson will make the move. He's got the move done before the DRS zone. Means he will not be able to charge up to the back of us on this lap, or at least on this straight. He might even be vulnerable to a re-overtake, which would be perfect. Still in the 118s. Took nearly 3 seconds out of Zhou on that lap. He's not going to be out for much longer. There's a few cars that are going to be boxing soon, so let's try and
Can you bring the pace
capitalise on the pace quickly.
No tyre managing required. Let's use it.
Make that undercut work for us. Yeah, Lawson straight on us, look. Soft tyres and battery. Better car. I'm starting to think we could see quite a few one-stops, given the lack of stops from everybody else so far. Tricky to say, because they're on medium, so they could go medium soft, they could go medium soft, they could go medium hard to the end. Just don't know yet.
Charge on.
But we are keeping our drivers' confidence high, which is keeping their pace high. And we actually broke away from Lawson by 2 seconds on that lap. It's temporary, it won't last. Giovinazzi's in. First of the leading cars to break into the pits. Well, I say leading. A long way behind Ocon and Norris. And that is a hard set of tyres, so that is almost certainly going to be a one-stop. "38 laps on those tyres. It's a lot, but it's definitely doable." Seitz and Hulkenberg are in. Hulkenberg, hard tyres, could again be a one-stop here. Or could be a very late two-stop. He will get out in front of us, by the look of it. Still ahead of Lawson.
We happy with time management?
Understood.
And there is Hulkenberg right in front of us.
Okay, back off.
Going.
I'm going to change them up to medium on the overtakes now.
Keep the head
52
down.
mil on the Euro
down.
Millions. Big
Lower
donation
the
to the channel if you win. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you.
All management looks good for now.
Back up.
Understood.
Alright, I think Joe's boxing this lap. Van Dorn and Verstappen are both in. Piastri's in.
He did.
Understood.
Don't worry, head down.
Yeah, there goes Joe. Damn it, couldn't quite get him before he boxed. Ricardo sneaks back through. Gets him back into peak confidence. Let's
Okay, charge on, charge on.
get a little bit more battery back into George.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
How's the Twitch coming along? Up to 30 followers. It's not huge numbers yet, but it's coming along. Once I start streaming on Twitch on a more consistent basis, I think the channel should gain a little bit more traction.
Okay, mode push.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of cars boxing now.
Charge on.
Keep Lawson behind.
What do you think of tyres?
We are back in front of Hamilton and Valtteri by about 9 seconds. So the undercuts worked quite nicely in that respect. And we can now probably push these tyres as intended for the rest of this stint. Because we did box early, but you can see the prediction against George's expected tyre wear.
Okay.
Use overtake, use overtake.
Okay. Okay.
And again, we're able to shut down Lawson, but is he going to punch through? No, he's going to try. He's not going to get it done.
Okay, charge on.
And the slingshotting like this is reeling in Hulkenberg ever so slightly each lap. Ocon boxes from the lead.
How are the tires?
That is hard tyres, and that is almost certainly a one-stop for him. He's got to do 34 laps on those tyres. Norris on hards has already stopped. How do I get more followers? Same way as on YouTube, really. They just need to discover the channel and then like what they see. Enough to want to stick around.
Mode push.
All right, Charles Leclerc finally boxes. And that's hard tyres for Leclerc. We might be able to re-jump Leclerc here. It'll be very tight. I think he'll get out just in front of us. No, we got out just in front of Leclerc, so we are back in front of the Ferrari, which is important, given that we are trying to two-stop this race, and that's almost certainly a one-stop for him.
Okay, charge on.
Nothing I can do to advertise or facilitate growth. Word of mouth will help. Word of mouth is probably one of the best ways to grow a channel. If someone you know and like recommends something to you, you're much more likely to check it out than someone who's a complete stranger.
You have overtake available.
Yep, understood. Behave up.
To recharge the pack.
Understood.
We're P11. Charge on.
New fastest lap for Giovinazzi, a 1:15.8.
Mode push.
As Leclerc puts Lawson under pressure, and I think is going to get the move done. Or maybe not. Lawson holds him off, putting those soft tyres to work.
Yeah, understood.
To charge on. Plenty of K1 available when you need it.
And use overtake if required.
Now we're in a position where we've caught Hulkenberg, and we have to be wary about the cars behind us, which is why we've upped our defensive level a little bit and turned the battle assist back on. Knocking on the door of the points again, but as I say, we need to stop again. And everyone on hards could well be going to the end. Fittipaldi yet to make his first stop. The only one yet to make his first stop. Sonoda needs to stop again. Lawson needs to stop again. We need to stop again. Everyone else could well be going to the end. As Ricardo has a look and gets the move done.
Keep going.
Fantastic. Well done, Ricardo. Let's push.
Overtake is available.
See if we
if
can
needed.
break away. Tyres are overheating. But I'm using George as the guideline, not Ricardo. Keep them going a little bit longer like this, but I might have to ease them down a touch pretty soon. How long do we make our stops? 7 laps, yeah. Let's ease them down.
Cool the more if we can.
Okay, understood.
I'm not breaking away.
Push.
Yeah, copy.
All I'm doing is risking dropping George.
Overtake. Use overtake.
So Hulkenberg will retake the position. George will follow through.
Just focus.
Charge on. Charge on.
I think Hulkenberg's going to up his pace considerably on this lap. Alright, somebody was in the pits. Was that Fittipaldi? Yes, it is.
It's okay.
We still need to know how much Sauber have got in the points competition. We'll have to see how they do tonight. And there you can see the gap has exploded a little bit. Partly because I think Hulkenberg's upped his pace, partly because we've dropped ours. Because we're not pushing the tyres anymore, let them cool down.
It's okay. Charge on. Charge on.
New fastest lap for Hamilton, a 1:15.8, which is 2.9 seconds quicker than we went with George Russell on that lap.
Don't worry about it.
We still have a chance.
So yeah, to go back to your earlier point, Anthony, if you've got friends or family who are also into Formula One or this type of game, just spread the word.
How's the tire dig?
Invite them to check it out, see what they think.
Roger. Understood.
Boat push. Boat push. Okay, charge on.
It is a very niche game. I will be doing a lot more random stuff.
Understood.
And I'll be doing like full game playthroughs on Twitch as well.
Don't worry about it.
Yep. Okay.
All right, we'll let Ricardo try and make the move this time. Try and get a bit of battery back into George. Getting into pit window time. There we go. Opens up for both drivers next lap. Yeah, I refuse to touch COD or Fortnite.
Leclerc behind. No problem. So we just need to go charge on.
That's a lunge from Leclerc. And he got me.
Okay, we're still okay.
Go overtake.
He is hunting down Ricardo immediately.
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Okay. Alrighty.
Don't. Russell behind you.
Let's use that K1. Get back in this fight. We need to catch up.
There goes Leclerc past Nico Hulkenberg. He has at least helped us catch him back up again.
Come down. Reset your head.
Okay, understood.
Okay, charge on, charge on.
Copy.
Lawson's going to be boxing at the end of this lap. We need to stay ahead of him. So that will unleash Hamilton onto the back of us. Just need to hold out for another few laps. Lawson's pace is struggling now. His tyres are below 30. They've dropped off the cliff. Hamilton's going to get him. Or is he? No. Lawson is defending like a lion here. And they've fallen out of the DRS. Excellent. That protects Russell for another lap.
Always focus on push. Box.
There we go. Lawson's in.
Okay. I'll box this lap.
Lawson's going mediums to the end. And it's a bad stop. So Ricardo should come out comfortably now ahead of Lawson by a couple of seconds. Russell's got to go one more lap after this one. And Gasly has jumped Hamilton. Where did that come from? Ferraris looked so strong in the opening 3-4 races of the season, and they've just kind of cratered a little bit this year. In these last couple of weekends, they've not qualified well. They've not finished on the podiums consistently like they were at the start of the year.
Box now.
Yeah, stop.
Lawson hasn't even made it to the final corners yet.
Watch out, white line exit.
Through goes Van Dorn. I don't know if we'll have enough pace. Oh, look at that. Fourth. 2.39. Excellent. Excellent. Don't know if we're going to have the outright pace
Is at your P18.
to fight our way back up towards the points. Because we've got a lot of ground to make up. And that's the leaders right behind us there, Norris and Ocon. Hopefully, I should be able to avoid getting lapped, but it will be harder with George to stay ahead. George was a couple of extra seconds further behind. He might come right out behind those two. And they're doing 116s, so it's not necessarily a bad thing to be behind them.
P18.
Might make it easier to get in front of other cars. Hamilton caught us back up there as we came into the pits. No surprise, as the tyres were almost dead. .45, it's a decent stop. Is it good enough to get into the top 10? The DHL top 10. And he is going to get lapped. It is good enough just for 9th. Oh, look at that. We just screwed over Giovinazzi. Really badly.
Gap ahead is 1.4.
Norris is closing. All right, if I'm going to go for a flying lap, it needs to be at the end of this lap.
Gap is 4.4.
Before I get blue flag.
It will be 22 laps to go.
Go push, go push.
Let's get the tyres in the window. I do plan on protecting the tyres a little bit in this stint. But I want to see if I can pump in a fastest lap time.
Reduce the lift and co.
Now you see we are still ahead of Lawson there.
Mode push.
Alright, Ricardo, show me what you can do. Ocon's time is a 1:15.2. Oof, that's quick.
You're doing good on tire temps, keeping your temps.
Copy.
Oh, we have definitely opened up a gap to Norris. A big gap. And we've closed down Van Dorn very quickly. We've gone purple in the middle. Could we sneak something here? Just trying to get back into the DRS here with George. Not trying to necessarily overtake.
Try and get the temps down.
Copy.
It is a fastest lap for Ricardo. A 1:14.4. Whoa. Good lap. And unless anyone stops again, that could well be us.
So we charge the pack.
Okay.
So now we're going to see if we can sit behind Ocon and Norris. They're doing 1:16.8. It is quicker than a lot of the cars in front of us. It's quick enough to get past Hulkenberg. And at some point, I may even try and push George through. Do I think they should add updates to driver ratings? It's not so much the driver ratings, it's more the car ratings that are the problem. But the whole way that the pace for the cars is determined is a snapshot of the opening Grand Prix of the season. And that determines the pace. But I mean, the way that the teams develop, the pace changes really quickly. So I don't really think it's overly necessary. If this was a competitive thing, then maybe, where you're going against other players, but not really a need for it here.
Need some recharge.
Okay, understood.
Charge on, charge on.
Okay.
It can be frustrating when you're starting a file and the driver that you really like and is actually having a strong season is utter garbage. Like, for example, Colapinto. He's doing phenomenally well, and yet his rating in this game is utter trash. But it was like that with Piastri last year. Piastri was terrible last season, and yet he had a really strong season. Won a Grand Prix. Well, won a sprint race. I think he got his first actual win this year, didn't he?
Understood.
So, you're just going to have to take the rough with the smooth.
Maybe get this race back to us somehow. And we now have Joe behind him.
Gap on 4. Head down, mate. Make sure you give some energy.
Roger.
There we go. Lovely stuff. Past Van Dorn. And that sets me up to have a crack at Alonso.
Gotcha.
It's in Tamburello. And if I can get him there, that's peak confidence. Got boxed in by Van Dorn. Still get the move done though. And look at the state of the tyres of the cars in front. And that is where our extra grip really comes through. And we are off and running again. Next up, Verstappen. Right, we've been dropped by the front runners.
Okay, charge on.
Come on.
Mode push.
Understood.
Time for us to get George back up to speed again. Lawson's tyres looking really, really bad right now. In comparison to ours. We'll get the move done early. We've got the DRS. And a completely unencumbered sprint away from him across the line. Fantastic.
So what DRS?
Chance for George. Start pushing up again. hopefully to leave Lawson behind. He can push his fuel as well, being a lap down, but I don't want to
No more
overdo it
lifting
because
coast.
I do plan on trying to unlap myself.
Yeah, copy.
Leaders are closing in on Ricardo.
Push more high speed.
Let's see. Hulkenberg is 20 seconds ahead of me. That's a lot to make up.
Management is good.
Leclerc's got himself into 8th. Hamilton is right behind Hulkenberg, and if he gets through, it's going to be even harder to get past him. And he has done. Caught up to the back of Norris again.
Lifting coast is good.
Yeah,
I just set a new fastest lap, which I didn't mean to do.
Good lap.
What was it? A 1:13.9. Oof. Wow. That's the power of DRS, I think. And a pretty happy George as well.
Verstappen ahead. The gap 1.3. Don't worry about it.
Let's get Max.
Like to reduce slight hook. Just give everything up.
Charge on, charge on.
Yeah, agree.
Okay.
Okay, back off.
Understood.
I also don't want to thrash the tyres in case anybody does make a late pit stop, because they will then have incredible pace. I need to have a little bit of grip just in case that happens. We've got a safety car, maybe?
Don't worry, don't worry.
Someone going off in sector 3.
Here's
It's
the
show.
replay.
That does not help
Now
us.
tackling Rivazza at this point. And there goes the steering. They were just unable to do much about it.
He was behind Giovinazzi and Piastri. And we just got blue flagged. So did Verstappen, but Van Dorn and Alonso are closing back in again. There is Russell. Let's try and punch him past Alonso.
Mode push.
Copy.
Remember overtake available.
Yep, understood.
If I'm going to have any chance of closing the gap to the cars in front, I need to be on the back of Ocon, I think, because he's showing some real pace at the moment.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
No worries.
Great job on that.
Right, past Alonso.
You're doing great. Currently P14. Bottas ahead.
Back onto Norris again. Sainz's issue has escalated.
But it looks like they're carrying some kind of fault.
So that's a really bad gearbox for Sainz, and that could leave him very vulnerable to Leclerc. Ocon doing 1:16.8. That's a second a lap quicker than Valtteri. 1.3 quicker than Gasly. Only 0.4 quicker than Hulkenberg. Slower than Hamilton. Yeah, looks as though points will be a little bit too hard to come by.
focus, tire management, please.
Yeah, understood.
The tech is available if needed.
Charge
Still 11 laps to go. 12 for... no, 11 laps to go, 10 for George, because he's a lap down. Oh, they're both a lap down, so 11 laps to go. Get my maths wrong for a second then. Slow lap rock on. Let's see if we can overtake Ocon and retake the fastest lap.
Okay, good job.
That's Van Dorn dispatched.
Gap is 2.8.
Overtake available if required. No tire management for the moment. We know what we have to do. Let's try to focus on having clean air.
I don't know if I'm going to get blue flagged here or not. Yes, I am. Damn it. So, blue flag is going to stop me from getting the fastest lap. That's annoying.
Please.
Okay.
Mode push. You can push even more. Let's use the free air. Okay, you got this.
Ah, damn it. Fault for Perez.
Start some lift and coast. Okay, charge on.
Overtake available.
Okay.
You go push.
Okay. Understood.
Have another crack. See if I can punch my way through.
The snap DRS is too far.
Okay, gotcha.
Manage to U10.
Understood.
This time we can get it done.
Okay, understood.
Try to do some lift and coast and then focus on apex speed. Mode push. This tire has plenty of life, we can push.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is currently disabled.
Okay,
Need some recharge.
understood.
Well, 14.4, not close enough to get the fastest lap away from George,
Okay,
but
understood.
at least it's got us clear of Ocon and Verstappen. George punching through now.
We're happy with you pushing. We'll go to high fuel now.
Max lifts to serve the blue flag, and we just ignore it and punch straight through.
Good job. Right now you're P15. Okay, you've got DRS and Ricciardo.
Let's see what happened there. It was George Russell involved.
They see Max pulling over to serve the blue flag, and we're like, yeah, thanks. I expect Ocon will start closing me back up again pretty soon.
Feels like that will help.
Okay,
On 17. Oh yeah, took nearly a second out of me. But if you can keep that pace going, I don't mind. 14.8 for George.
Okay, more lifting coast, please.
yeah, roger.
Charge on.
Coming.
So heads down, focus. Manage tires.
Understood.
12th, I think, will be an excellent result here. It's what I was expecting us to be able to achieve at the end of this Grand Prix. Given the characteristics of this particular circuit.
Solid blue. To recharge the pack.
Yeah, understood.
And there'll still be time for Ocon to get onto Gasly and Valtteri comfortably.
Okay, charge on.
Copy.
6 laps to go.
5 laps to go.
Okay.
Charge on.
Copy.
Now we're just going to sit behind him.
Okay, we like to reduce.
No point trying to unlap ourselves again. We'll just use the fuel push instead.
Okay, understood.
I only wanted to try and get through to see if I could retake the fastest lap, and that didn't work. So
We just need to manage a bit more.
Copy.
kind of irrelevant, seeing as we're not going to get to the top 10. We won't get the point for it. Although I have seen the fastest lap paid out for 11th place. That in itself is also too far ahead. George might have a little look into Tamburello.
5 laps to go.
Okay.
There he goes.
Okay, understood.
We happy for where your tires are. We happy with that. Good time management.
Okay, good job. Now pick up your pace.
Understood.
And that is Gasly. He has been blue flagged. Russell might get his DRS. Gasly might get it off Verstappen. We will get it off the back of Russell. George didn't quite get it, but he's close enough to get the slipstream. Bottas has been blue flagged now as well.
Keep your calm.
Last 3 laps are going to be feisty.
4 laps to go. 4 laps. Okay, charge on. Charge on.
So you can increase the pace. Back off more the airspeed.
Okay.
Let's recharge a bit.
Yep, fine.
You have Gasly ahead. Gap ahead, 9. We'll just see what we can do.
Two laps to go.
3 laps to go.
2 laps, Gary.
You can increase the pace.
Oh shit, Norris is coming again. That's the last thing I need. Oh, yellow flag. Doesn't help me. It's Van Dorn.
Here we've got the Aston Martin. And that won't help their chances. Well, hopefully not a sign of things to come.
Another good strong race for Perez in 7th place, despite having a little bit of an issue for a little while on his car there.
He's 0.5 behind. So we'll totally catch them up, okay?
Norris is lapping me. Ah, damn it.
Fuel.
Understood.
We have to pick up speed in high speed.
Mode push.
George through on Gasly. Sets him up for a run on Bottas. Let's hope we don't get a rerun of 2020.
Bottas ahead. 2 laps to go.
What was he thinking? All right, we are through. Excellent stuff.
Plenty of K1 available when you need it. Doing an amazing job.
I can't do anything here unless... unless Norris gets the move. He's going to get the move here on Gasly, I think.
Understood.
Damn it, I wasn't quite close enough.
You can use overtake.
Understood.
Should have left the battery on. Bugger.
We'll catch them.
Let's use that.
Still ahead of Valtteri. 12th place is secured, I think. Can we get 14th here? It's going to need a lunge in the final turn. I don't think we've got enough left. Nope. Damn it. Could be 15th.
Head down.
A little disappointing end there for
Check
Ricciardo.
that flag.
I think the 2-stop was the right call, given the lack of pace in the car. I think we definitely outperformed what it was expected of the car with our driver lineup there. but no point heroics today, unfortunately. But still no points for Aston Martin. Hulkenberg finished 10, or he's going to finish 10 seconds off the points, despite Sainz's woes there. More points for Haas, but they're already ahead of us anyway. No points for Williams, no points for Sauber, and no points for Alpine either. So we should stay exactly where we are in the Constructors, in 6th place. And next up is Monaco, and yeah, we can get track position. That could be a good race for us.
There we've got the Haas driver as we start to wrap up proceedings.
With a P17 finish, it's a long distance from the points.
There's the Frenchman, Esteban Ocon, taking to the podium, and another added to his career tally.
3rd win in a row.
That takes him up to 3 wins this season. They proved just so hard to beat.
Well, Formula One certainly feels at home in Italy, and it looks like those 3 feel right at home too.
Could this be the start of an Ocon title challenge? It will extend his lead slightly in the standings,
How do you
I think.
they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that's about it for our time here in Imola.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.
All right, then confirmation of the final result. Win number 3 for Esteban Ocon. Another double podium for McLaren. Giovinazzi gets 4th, so strong weekend for Red Bull. They get a good hunk of points there, a good chunk of points. 14 places gained for Charles Leclerc. Ferrari can sort their qualifying out. They could be a threat again. 13 places gained for Hamilton as well, although down in 9th place. Porsche takes 6th ahead of Perez in 7th. Stroll in 8th. Sainz managing to hang on for the final point in 10th. So, yeah, it is clear that Ferrari do have strong race pace. They're just not qualifying at the moment. If they can sort that out, they'll be back at the top of the table again pretty soon, I think. In the drivers' standings, 25 points for Esteban Ocon sees him extend his lead over Norris by another 7 points. It's now up to 20, that gap. Piastri moves above Hamilton, 15 points for him, just 2 points for Lewis. Leclerc closing in on his teammate. They are 6 points apart. And Giovinazzi gets some decent points, actually closing down both of the Ferraris tonight, up to 61 points. No points for Yuki on 40 in 7th. Stroll moving up into 8th place, ahead of Sainz by 3. Perez moving himself into the top 10 on 16 points. Then it's Ricciardo down 1 into 11th with 12 points. Porsche just 1 point behind now in 12th. Russell dropping down into 13th, still on 5 points. Hulkenberg is in 14th on 4. Then it's Alonso with 1. And now the non-scorers of Valtteri Bottas, Gasly, Lawson, Verstappen, Van Dorn, Zhou and Fittipaldi. In the constructors' standings, strong weekend for McLaren, 33 points. They stretch their lead over Ferrari. They are now 29 points clear of the Maranello outfit, who are only themselves just 2 points ahead of Red Bull. 37 points for Red Bull tonight. They've really brought themselves right back into the picture in the constructor standings. RB pick up 4 points. They're on 67. Mercedes in 5th on 35. We are still above Haas, actually. I thought we were behind them. I forgot we jumped them last night. We're ahead by a point. We have 17. They're up to 16 now. Aston Martin on 4 points. No points for them tonight. Alpine still have the 1 point from Alonso. And then it's Williams in 10th and Sauber in 11th. Did we hang on for pit stop points? We should have got both cars in there. And we did. 4th place for Ricardo and 9th place for George. So that is an excellent 14 points for us. That will definitely help. Let's see what happened to the standings. Red Bull stay top and stretch their lead over McLaren by 16 points. They are now 48 points ahead. Mercedes move ahead of Aston by 3 into 3rd with 74 points to 71. Ferrari, no points for them this weekend. They stay on 47. We move up 3 places above RB, Alpine and Williams. None of them scoring points tonight. And that puts them onto 42. 2 points clear of RB. Sauber moving up above Haas as well. They are on to 14 points. So Haas now bottom and off the table. And there you see our stops. Pretty consistent. 2.49, 2.39, a 2.54 and a 2.45. All very close. All stops within about a second of each other. Within a tenth of each other. So that's encouraging going forward. No bonus paid out for Ricardo tonight, so we'll get the full payout of 795k and change. And now Monte Carlo just 4 days away, but once again we are out of spare chassis and spare suspensions. Yeesh. Let's have a look at F3. Noel Leon has been recommended to us at Rodin. We are happy with our selection right now. Let's see. Mansell gets himself on the podium. Good stuff. We can just about see those results if we do some clever jiggery pokery. There we go. So Mansell, let's look at the sprint first of all. Mansell 3rd in the sprint. Lovely stuff. Where is our other driver? Tommy Smith last. Ooh, oh dear. 3 laps down. In the feature race also finished last, but at least on the same lap. And another podium for Mansell. So he gets a good haul of points this weekend. Let's see how he looks in the driver's standings. He's top. He moves top by 5 points. Fantastic. Tommy in 7th. So no points for him this weekend, but he's still in the top 10. So excellent weekend there for Christian, going top of the F3 standings. It'd be great if he could win this F3 competition this season. Tom Stallard, we got his report back. He has 19 months left on his deal. His stats look pretty good. Let's have a look at Javi. Javi's stats look very good. He has a lot more on his deal. He's got another 2.5 years to go on his. So let's do a bit more scouting. We want to have a look at Marcus Dudley. He's got a long way to go on his deal. And let's see. I don't think Russell's other engineer is here. Let's have a look. Oh no, James Irwin is still here. It's probably not going to be very good. We'll have a look. Where is James Irwin? There he is. Still at Williams as well. All right, we have 918,000, and that is immediately going to be spent on making more spare parts. Let's see, we have another suspension coming. That's good. We'll get a chassis going, but we don't have a spare for Monaco, which is problematic. And we'll have to do another front wing, I think. We've only got the one spare right now. We've got a new rear wing. Let's slap that onto Ricardo's car. There you see that's going to give us a nice little bit of improvement to DRS. A little bit of an improvement to downforce, but not significant. It is mainly just going to be the improvement to DRS from this rear wing by the look of it. Let's compare the cars. So speed has gone up by 0.09 kilometers. Acceleration's gone up slightly. DRS just under 60% now. Tiny gains to downforce. Very tiny gain to dirty air. And it hasn't really made any improvement to the car at all. We still have the worst DRS. It's just slightly better than George's DRS at the moment. Let's have a look at our rival teams. So Sauber's DRS is nearly 2% better than us. Williams is about just under 1%, it's about 0.9% better than ours. Alpine, nearly 5% better than us. Haas, again about 5%, but their car is definitely better than ours, as you can see. Aston Martin, who have been struggling, they've got a really good car. If they had our drivers in their car instead of theirs, they would be doing a lot better. A lot better. Amazes me they still haven't scored a point yet. Or have they? Did they score a point? No, they scored 4 points, but yeah, still a way off. Let's have a look at Haas's total. They're on 14 as well, so neck and neck between Sauber and Haas. Haas put down to 11th. What did the board think of our performance? They were happy with Imola. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Not a lot we can get done now other than just advancing time ready for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and do that. Our car part test center refurb is now done. Excellent. We've got a spare suspension. Fantastic. So we'll get the full benefit of our rather meager car part test center again. Verity, there's a name you don't see very often anymore. I used to go to school with someone called Verity. I don't think I've ever met another one. Rear wing is done, so we can now fit that to George as well. We don't have a spare, so let's make another one. And then we'll do front wings after Monaco. How far away are we from another payday? We've got to go a week and a half till the end of the month. And as far as sponsors, that's not going to drop until July. So we've got to go a long way. Oh no, wait, it's there. It's June. I thought that was a long way. So we've got to get through 2 more Grand Prix and we'll get our next payout just before we head to Spain. Might be a little bit of a delay getting more research up and running. When's the next ATR period? Right after we get our money. That's good. That's good. And of course we should be getting a really healthy payout here on the 18th or the 19th. I think it's the 19th where we get the payout because we've got a wind tunnel hire. That will pay for an upgrade on our design center. We can try and get that up to level 2. It'll take a long time. We might not see the benefit until the very end of this year, but it'll definitely be there for next year, which will be important, especially with the rule changes coming in at the end of the season for next season's cars. And there we go. Let's see the weather forecast. Is wet on the Friday, very wet on the Friday. So we're not going to put the rookies in, I don't think. We will just go with the main drivers, get them as prepped as possible, because there could be some disruption in those first couple of practice sessions. We'll probably end up having to run longer than I want to in the first in practice 3 on Saturday. The race itself will be dry though, if not a little cool. Will help with tyre wear. So that is it for tonight. Another race done. No points tonight, but we are still in 6th ahead of Haas, even if it is just by 1 point. I can foresee them overtaking us in the next race or two. If they don't tomorrow, then certainly within the next couple of races, I think they'll get past us in the standings. But even 7th is going to be a little healthy, because Aston Martin are 13 points behind us right now and haven't really looked like troubling the top 10 at all this season. So I do feel very comfortable in the fact that we are likely to finish in 8th place, which is our target for the end of the season, which means we can focus more on the research, worry less about developing the car. We still need to do some. Can't just not develop the car at all. We still need to make some progress, but as long as we're focusing in on the research as well, that will help us immensely for next season, and hopefully help us a little bit this season as well. Don't forget to check out the latest tutorial that went live earlier today, the Lotus emblem. And as I said earlier, even if you are not wanting to do one of the emblems that I've created, it's still worth checking out, at least 1 or 2 of those videos, so you can see how I can use various different elements to create what I'm creating, give you the inspiration you need to go ahead and create whatever it is you want to create for your own teams there. And I will be back with more F1 Manager tomorrow at the usual time of 8 p.m. here on YouTube. I will be streaming again on Twitch on Saturday, probably with another double header as we start our Porsche season. And there is hopefully going to be some new content appearing on the channel this week as well. Until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with more F1 Manager very soon.